Hello everybody, welcome back to BSG Online number 4. We are still raising money for mine. If you want to donate, you can find the links for that in the stream below, or below the stream I mean, or by typing !donate in the chat. And now it's time for the Super Cable Boy by Boney. Show us how this speedrun is done, my man. Good luck.
Definitely. Hi, everyone. Good day, good evening, good morning, wherever you may be. I'm Boney. This is Super Cable Boy. Before I even start saying anything at all, awesome that you're watching, awesome that you're, hanging out here at BSG Online 4. Quick note about the game itself. There are some flashing lights here and there, so if you're sensitive to that, do keep that in mind. Stay safe, take care of yourself, and don't, there's no need to force it, because it will get kind of flashy. Not super flashy, but flashy enough that it's kind of tricky. But we're just going to get into it, and I'm just going to talk you all the way through it. We have 35 minutes of fast platforming gameplay, and it's going to go by fast. I'm going to miss a lot of things. I'm not going to be super quick on my commentary on that, so blink and you'll miss it. Anyways, let's get ready for time. I will count it down. Going in 3, 2, 1, go. And there we go. Here we are into the world of Super Cable Boy. So first level is sleep mode. We're dreaming. We're in sleep mode, and this is the tutorial section. We get taught how to jump. We can taught how to move to the right because we're just moving to the right at this point, honestly. And the game just teaches us like, hey, look at this. See, you can go right. I can put an arrow above your head, and we'll just move forward. But other than that, we have a couple of simple abilities as Super Cable Boy. So we can jump, we can wall climb, and that's pretty much it, honestly. Very simple. Starts off very simple, I should say, because the power of Super Cable Boy being a handheld is its cartridges. It will be able to collect cartridges, and these cartridges will give it power-ups. And we need to collect 4 power-ups to beat the game. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go through all these levels, platforming our way past all the dangerous stuff, and save the world or not. You can choose. There is at the end of the game option to either join or destroy the glitch. So it's up to you. Do you want to join the dark side, or do you want to take down the glitch that has been corrupting our friends and making them do weird stuff like attack us? And that's pretty much it. Actually, they just attack us. I'm trying to think if they do anything else. I don't think they do. Either way, this is already a tutorial done. Just a couple of levels teaching you how everything is going. This right here is the big bad, the big boss. It is the glitch. As you can see, things are going by pretty quickly. The latest patch has introduced a skip cutscene functionality, which speeds up the cutscenes by about 4 times. I want to say 4 times speed. So cutscenes go by a lot quicker because of this. If you have seen the run before, the run is a lot quicker just because of A, the cutscenes just skipping by, and B, finding new platforming strategies and, just simple optimizations on the levels we go through. There was another path added in the new patch, which introduces the speed hack ability. Being a handheld, obviously we can either jailbreak our cute little platforming handheld, or in this case the new one, the speed hack, which allows you to run faster. We checked whether or not this is faster or not. It turns out that the old route is still faster. Even with getting the speed hack, the time you take to get the speed hack and the amount of time you actually spend on the ground doesn't really compensate for it. So we still do the old route, but that means we just optimize the old route and we just go through it. You can tell I'm totally ignoring this level, by the way. This entire world, this is the Tower of Hanoi. I'm not going to talk too much about it, honestly. It's just jumping up. It's a tower. We go up. But a lot of this is just simple optimization. We're just getting to the first cartridge, and that's what we really care about. The moment we get cartridges, this is when we get very involved. We get very deep into the game. You will find that we have multiple cartridges and just switching between all the abilities that the game has to offer. But right now, I'm just jumping over these glitches, which are these black boxes with, no trouble whatsoever. If I do touch them, I die. Everything is one hit, one kill. You have options in the game to give yourself some lives. And you can even slow down the game a bit. If you feel like the game is too hard, no worries, just give yourself some more lives. Slow down the game a bit if you have some issues with a section or two, and you'll be fine. But in the rules, we do say you're not allowed to have the extra lives feature on. You must have game speed at 100%, so that everything goes by just fine. We just went through the Tower of Hanoi, and we find ourselves in another area called the Cloud. This is the world in which we obtain our first cartridge, which is the Super Cable Boy cartridge. Just like the name is called, like the name of the game, right? Super Cable Boy. And this will allow us to use the cable that we have hanging behind us right now. That's just swinging around at the moment, which turns us into, a sort of Spider-Man, I suppose, without the, webbing and kingpin and stuff. It's all right. It's all good. So the Cloud takes advantage of one of the things that you might recognize from Celeste. This game is pretty inspired by Celeste and Fez, to call out a few games, and the Cloud mechanic is one of those that you might recognize from Celeste. You get on them, they make you jump up, and you go up. Simple as that. The Clouds can be a bit tricky. They always jump up in the same height, but if you go off of them a bit earlier, you might be able to get a bit more horizontal speed going. But can kind of make you slip off. I'm not the biggest fan of the Clouds. But this is the only level where they are used. This is only levels where they exist. The game itself does tend to do that. It tries to keep some of these mechanics to its own world. However, as we keep moving forward, some of them will start to become, combined into everything that is happening right now. We made it through the Cloud. There you go. Again, I can talk about these levels, but these levels are over in seconds. This is a rice cooker. This rice cooker just explained to us that, yes, to save the world, we need to obtain all the cartridges. And here we have a cartridge. And we're just going to exit out, because all we need is to get the cartridge. And at that point, we can just go back to the Clouds, where we went up first. We can now go to the assembly. And this is where deviating from the path kind of stops, but we have our first ability, right? We can shoot our cable. We can use it to hit the exit a bit faster as well, to just optimize a bit of the speed. But this is where we use the cable. Now the cable, very fun. 1, you can swing, so that's pretty nice. 2, you can hook onto things and jump up out of the cable itself. And if you time that right, you can get some extra height going. And we use that to also simply not, do the usual routing, because why would we? We have a wall, we have a cable, let's go up. Let's just go up. There's some conveyor belts going on, which can move us back and forth, and usually the conveyor belts that, I died, go down on the walls on the side are trying to push you down. But if you hook just right and you keep jumping up, you can scale those as well, no problem whatsoever. Right now, we are heading towards the first of the bosses in the game, which will be in about, let's say, 2 minutes. Before that, we're basically making our way through the assembly stage. This is where all the machines get made from the world of, Super Cable Boy. I'm just gonna, I guess, talk about an elephant in the room. Maybe you have noticed, maybe you haven't. My Super Cable Boy has an afro. This is not the way he's supposed to look. Normally, Super Cable Boy does not have an afro. You might notice that I, myself, have an afro. The two are related. Honestly, still think this is one of the kindest things that Sorp has done. I don't know if he's in chat right now, because I'm not looking at it. But yeah, no, he put in an afro for me. I'm super, humbled by that. Because obviously I'm just going to use it all the time now. But, I thought that was pretty dang cool. It doesn't affect the game in any way, shape, or form, right? If I hit the glitch with the afro, it doesn't really matter. The hitboxes are still the same. It's just, one of those things that makes it look a bit cooler, right? A bit more hip.
It is pretty cool, I gotta admit.
I do like it a lot. But yeah, while we are making our way forward, maybe you got something to say about what we are raising money for.
Well, I mean, I have a few things to say. I just want to quickly say that this is cool not to like steal your
Oh no, no
great
worries.
commentary away. But I actually do got a donation here.
Ooh, I like
I
donations.
got €5 from Mod366 saying, "Am I hearing the voice of one of my favorite Swissmen? Take my money, zone. And I'm all for destruction. So let's destroy the glitch. Good luck on the run, Boney."
Ooh.
So yeah, with that, destroying the glitch is currently in the lead
Ooh,
with that $5 because it was tied before. So yeah, if you rather want to save this glitch, there's at least €6 in need of that if that is going to happen.
Should I argue for the glitch? I could argue for the glitch, no problem. Like, so the main motivation, right? So let me tell you guys why you should join the glitch, right? Or save the glitch, right? Because you're joining it. You're the one who has control over whether or not he lives or dies. He basically breaks the fourth wall and tells you like, hey, Super Cable Boy, you're in a game. The person playing this game is probably not going to play this game anymore after you shut it down. So why are you even trying to beat me? Because you have no control over this. This is not even a real world, right? It's a whole Matrix type thing. And yeah, that's basically how it convinces you to like, you know, just join me because it doesn't matter. Just join me. If you destroy me, the loop just keeps going. Also, I can clip through walls. I should probably explain what just happened. So there's this fun little thing called collision. And if two moving elements collide with one another, the game wants to put you somewhere. Oops, maybe I should probably do that. Put you somewhere in the world, right? Because, hey, you're somewhere where you're not supposed to be. So let's move you and make sure that you are somewhere in the world. Now, this could cause some weird things to happen. Normally, it's supposed to crush me, right? The hand is supposed to crush me, I die, oh no, oops. But because I am so close to the wall there and the wall does not move, weird things start to happen and the game wants to put me somewhere where I can, you know, keep moving. So it could either move me down into the stage, at which point I die, but most of the time it will actually move me past the wall. And because of that, we just skip the entire fight. To be fair, the fight that I just skipped is very quick. There is even an achievement in the game that if you beat it within 15 seconds, you get the achievement. Because it is totally beatable within 15 seconds. But simply skipping it saves us, you know, a good 10-15 seconds, I'd say. Yeah, 10-15 seconds. I don't know the exact time on it, but yeah. Why fight a boss when I don't have to, right? Also, something I skipped over. As we have beaten the boss, we have obtained our second cartridge, which is the triple jump boy cartridge, I believe is the name of it. As you can see, I am now able to jump not twice, but 3 times in a row. And not only that, and this is where the power of the game comes in even more, and this is, you know, what I personally love about the game, is the fact that you can switch between cartridges on the fly, allowing us to go from Triple Jump Boy to Super Cable Boy. You know, just like that, just like that. There are 2 ways to switch. You can either press the B button if you have a, ooh, let me do the new strat on that. Let me just give you guys the new strat. I can afford it. There you go. Oof, missed it. All right, we'll do it normally. No, we don't. Trust me, we got plenty of time. There you go. That's the new strat. Normally, it would go through the level and all that, but this is pretty recent, and I'm like, you know, we can show it off. If I failed again, I would do the normal run. But that was a new strat we found to just skip the entire level. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. But to go back to my explanation about the cartridges, we can switch between cartridges. Either we press B and it sends us into a menu where we can swap between cartridges and time slows down to like 99%. Time does move, but it moves very slowly. That, though, isn't what we want to do, right? We just want to swap whenever we want to swap. So instead, we can use the bumper buttons to swap between cartridges. So, you know, using that, we can quickly swap in the air to the cartridge we need to be in and, you know, allow us to do the platforming in the fastest way possible. Now, right now, we only have 2 cartridges, so swapping is pretty easy, and I always, you know, doesn't really matter which of the 2 bumpers I push. I will always swap to the other one that I have, as I simply have 2. But we will obtain a 3rd one, and then a 4th one, and at that point, you got to make sure you know which way you're swapping, because you don't have a lot of time to actually, decide where you want to, what you want to swap to, because otherwise you're going to have to push that bumper button a lot. But yeah, we also just got chased by the glitch, so maybe, if you want to destroy the glitch, that means glitch doesn't chase us anymore. And this is the first boss we actually fight. Technically, second boss, right? This is Tesla Coil. Tesla Coil, as the name suggests, shoots lightning in this case. We don't want to get hit by the lightning. It can do 3 attacks. The first attack is the beam along the floor that you saw just now. The second one, it just goes up in the air and shoots beams at the location I was at like half a second ago, so you keep moving away from it. And the third one is, it does this attack that you see right now, except it does it with 1 beam, and you jump around it. This is its desperation move. It does 3 beams instead of 1 beam. Same way, you just go around it twice, and you're good. Normally, you would actually have, like, the idea is, like, you hit the lamp, and you bounce back, right? And you get back on the floor, you jump up, hit the lamp again, bounce back, right? That was the idea behind the fight. But if you just mash the dash button and dash into the lamp all the time, you can just hit it over and over and over and over, and you just one cycle it. So there's that. And here is already our third cartridge. This is the ink cartridge. The ink cartridge is a cartridge that I like to compare to one of my games that I enjoy a lot, that I have ran in the past as well, Guacamelee. I don't know if you're familiar with Guacamelee. If you are not, it is a Metroidvania game, all like Mexican based with luchadors and whatnot. It's very fun, very cool. But one of the main mechanics in the game is that you can switch between like 2 dimensions, the land of the living and the land of the dead. And the ink cartridge works in pretty much the same way. I can swap between, in this case, it's colors. I can swap between green and I can swap between red. And certain objects will appear in the red zone and certain objects will appear in the green zone. So because of that, I just make sure I am in the right zone so I can use the platform or get past the wall or whatnot. There is a slight thing though. There is one of these, again, one of these things we like to use in this. The red platforms exist in any cartridge. So because of that, we can take advantage of the fact that they exist in every, in every cartridge dimension, to call it that, and just don't do the switching here. You're supposed to do switching here. We're not going to do that. We can just use triple jump, so we do that. And it makes this, this entire area something of a triple jump fiesta of sorts. I just jump past. You're supposed to use the ink cartridge here again. We don't. And especially the last couple of levels of this world. Oh, you're going to love them. Trust me. Like, you're going to have to keep your eyes open for that, because we're just going to swing on by. These are all child's play. We're just getting an onigiri. Quickly tell you what an onigiri is. It's a rice ball. Not only that, it's the main collectible of the game. Strawberries from Celeste? We have rice balls. I'm not sure which is better, but rice balls are pretty hard to get as well. So, if you like a challenge, then try collecting all the onigiris. There's about 168 in the game. It's tough. All right, now this is one of the levels where we take full advantage of the fact that platforms exist in one dimension and they don't in the other. We just swap by all the things where we can. Level done. It's actually harder at this point for me to do the level normally than to do that. I'm just so used to doing that. But again, we take advantage of it. Get past it. And again, we'll do it. We're supposed to go left, right, left, right, left, right. I want to show you off like properly. There you go. We go up. We don't go left, right. We do it over here. We go past here. We get back to triple jump. Get up here. Swing on over. Swap into the exit. And that's the end of the world. What the heck? We just finished? Yes, we did. And we're into the third boss of the run. It is Quartz Crystal. Quartz Crystal has 4 locks at the top. And the same way we just entered the battle, we need to put in these, diamonds into those locks. We again are taking advantage of the fact that certain things exist in all the dimensions, and the other one only exists in the green dimension, to call it that. So because of that, I was scared about that one. We can actually grab these while having triple jump, which allows us to go up way faster. So that means there's a bit of RNG going on, because it can either give me a blue gem, we'll call it a gem for now, or it can give us a green gem. We want blue gems. If we get all blue gems, oh baby, we are in. We are in it. We can beat the boss in like 20 seconds, but we don't really have control over that. It's a bit of RNG, but regardless, it's a fun boss. It's a fun boss. And with that, we already have the final cartridge, and we have 2 worlds remaining. I told you it was going to be quick. Didn't I tell you this was going to be quick? This is going to be quick. And this leads us into the firewall, and now we have the ability to fly. We can fly, and it allows us to fly for about 3 seconds, and then at that point we fall down again. And all the levels right now are revolving around fly. You might notice me saying earlier, you know, speed hack being slower. This is one of the reasons why the speed hack turns out to be slower, because towards the end of the game, we just spend so much time in the air. We don't need the speed hack. So we don't. We don't. Alright, so this is where, now that we have all 4 cartridges, levels get very broken. We take advantage of every single one of the cartridges, pretty much. The only one we do not take advantage of is the ink cartridge. Also, there's a level all the way down here. I don't feel like doing that level. Who wants to do that level? We're just gonna move on. Again, level up there? Nah, we're just gonna go this way. We're just gonna go this way. This is harder, don't get me wrong, but it's also faster, so we do it. Oof, almost got myself killed there. This is one of the levels we actually do normally, kind of, but not really. You're supposed to use the walls on the side to get to the other side. But again, we have triple jump. We take advantage of that, and we just get past all the things. This is where the game really shines, right? This is where you see all the abilities that we've been collecting getting used to its fullest potential. At the final world, to be fair, it is meant that you use them all, right? This is the main world where you simply learn how to fly around and get around the levels. But we don't. We don't. They're just suggestions to us. I guess one thing there's a lot I can mention. Again, I know I'm gonna miss stuff, so apologies if you're like, what is going on? There's just so much that's happening and so much I could explain. The blocks I'm flying through right now, inspired by Celeste, the dream blocks from chapter 2. I want to say chapter 2. Same way, whenever we go through this, we can fly through. One of the differences between Celeste and this game is that I can freely move through these blocks. Normally the dream blocks you go through when you only go one direction and that's all. And this one I can skedaddle all the way around. And, you know, levels are built around that. But it also means you can't stop. You are always flying. So you gotta make sure you know which way you're going. One of the things we do use, at least I use in this, I'm assuming my fellow runners do as well, is if you press the fly button, which is the action button, and a direction at the same time, you automatically go in that direction. So that way I can navigate through this area relatively well. The analog stick is somewhat faster in this, but to me, the analog stick just is a bit too floaty, and I just feel way more comfortable going through these sections by tapping directions and, you know, making my way through. However, there are certain levels where I will switch to the analog stick because it's just a bit smoother, it's just a bit faster. In fact, this is one of them. We just want to get through this section. This you want to do with the analog stick, right? You just slide on through, cutting through it like a knife through hot butter or something. I don't know. What was the saying again? Doesn't really matter either way. Onigiri. That's what I'm saying. And we're already getting close to the second to last boss. It's a fast run. It's a fast run. I told you, it's a fast run. And this is definitely one of the levels that I tend to die on a lot, right? I tend to choke at the end. Most of the start is pretty straightforward, but I don't know. For some reason, this is one of those levels where I just don't get it. It's not that it's hard, but I don't know. I find myself, because the level is pretty long for the levels that you have in this game, that I mess it up. We could go down, but we don't, because there's a cutscene right there, and we don't do cutscenes. You know, why would I? Even though cutscenes are faster, I don't do cutscenes. But here we are. This is the second to last boss. This is Blacklister. Blacklister is all about shooting tentacles towards me, and I do not want to get touched by any of those, because they'll kill me. This, again, has 3 attacks, similar to, what is it? Tesla Coil. This is attack number 1, where he shoots tentacles both horizontally and vertically. I avoid them. He also has an attack where he shoots a tentacle towards the area where I am at, and then, you know, I move out of the way, and he does like 2, and there's like 2 on the screen at maximum. And the third one is he shoots tentacles counterclockwise across the screen, like 1 horizontally, and then 1 diagonal, and then 1 vertically, and then 1 another horizontally, right? It just goes around like that, which is the slowest attack. We didn't get that. We got, yeah, like the medium attack, which is like 1 second slower than the fastest attack. So overall, pretty good RNG. Pretty good RNG. And we're heading into the final world, the core world. We're about to get to the glitch, but before we do, we get 11 levels filled to the brim with the difficult platforming that I love. It is not the most difficult platforming in the game, I should say. There are secret worlds in this game that are just ridiculously hard. But, I mean, I personally enjoy that. So, you know, if you're into stuff like that, do check out the game. It's good. It's good. And we always need more runners. In fact, to, you know, maybe get some people in, Double Evil, one of the runners in the community, has made a GitHub that is filled to the brim with tactics for every level in the game. And I mean every level. So if you ever want to learn how to run this game, the GitHub is a great place to check out. Also, just, you know, check out the Discord. Come out, hang out in the Discord. We are there. We're always talking about Super Cable Boy and how to be faster at it, and, you know, laugh at the developer because he's also there, so we make fun of him because, you know, we break his game. No, we don't. But, man, would that suck, right? No. But, yeah, do check it out. Like, plenty of resources and always people willing to help and, you know, see whether or not you might find some cool new strat on levels. I'm pretty sure at some point we'll go into a point where we do like level times, right? But that is, you know, I think once we get a good any percent route down, we'll start doing like, you know, single level runs. There you go. I look pretty good. I look pretty good. Again, we're just flying through. You got something to say maybe before I send it straight into the final boss?
Sure, I can. But I also really enjoyed just listening to this great commentary. But I quickly want to mention that the next run, Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest, has 2 incentives, which both are not met yet, but both are very close. So we got one here that is in 2-1. Teamed up Diddy glitch, which is currently 30 out of 50, so 20 missing there, and Clapper's Cavern Endguard visual glitch that is currently at 40 out of 50. So ooh, very close.
Very close.
But it's the next run, so you got to be quick with the 10 and the 20.
How often do I need to die for this? Just let me know. You know, I'll just die a couple times, give the people some time to donate. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Sure. We can make that happen.
Yeah, you're right. Just you know, you just gotta play it right. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Yeah, no, I mean, if you want to get on that, you better be quick because this is level number 7. There are 3 more levels after this one, which is about. I'm gonna give you guys about 5 minutes. 5 minutes is what I'm gonna give you. So you gotta be quick if you want that. In fact, just go for it. Just get it. Right? Why are you not getting it? Here you go. I gave you another death. Now you have enough time. Just go to the website. You know.
Listen to this man.
It's very simple. Do it.
Just do it.
And in the meantime, you know, if you can't, no worries. Just enjoy the run. Just look at the run. Watch me break this game down. And you know, you're supposed to go up and down there. We don't do that. You know what? We'll show it off again. You know, this is how I hide that I actually messed up. But that's okay. No, there are basically 2 parts of this level where where it's easy to die. The first part is where I already at the start use my fly ability to fly around the platforms. You're supposed to use the ink cartridge there. I do not. Again, all these zones are suggestions. I should probably mention these zones. When I fly through these zones, that you see floating around like clouds of sorts, they automatically switch you to the cartridge you need to be in. So that's very nice for, you know, if you don't really know, you know, which cartridge you need or whatnot, the game helps you out in that. However, Again, these are nice suggestions and whatnot, but I have no time for that. So I decide which cartridge I want, and I decide I want to fly. So I do. You're supposed to use the ink cartridge there again. But especially once we have the final cartridge, once we can fly, we just fly, because flying is fast, and, you know, I like to fly. And this is the final level. We will probably die a bunch here, because, man, there are a lot of places where everything here could go wrong. But hopefully I can show you guys a nice little fly-through. The start is one of those things where I just move forward and there's death right in front of you, so you die. Or that happens. Which, again, is a bit of optimization. You're supposed to switch to the ink cartridge, move back and forth. I don't have time for that. I just want to fly up. But this is where the swapping comes in. I gotta be pretty dang quick on my swapping on the fly. Again, I'm pressing one button too soon. We'll take it a bit more easy. And again, don't forget to donate if you wanna see the new stuff happen. And don't forget to donate for Joan or Destroy the Glitch. That's coming up pretty soon. There's not a lot of time remaining. And I mean, you know, I last I heard, Glitch makes an amazing cheesecake. So if you want a reason to join it, you know, get some cheesecake, man. It's great. And that was the final level. We're making our way to the final boss now. There's 2 levels in between where we just walk up, and one where the Glitch explains how this is the Matrix and you're just a video game character and you should totally join him because you're just a video game character, right? So there's that. And the final boss is pretty straightforward. There are 4 blocks which we need to interact with, each of which we can interact with one of the cartridges. In fact, he locks us into a cartridge. And because of that, you know, we have to deal with his attacks with whatever cartridge he decides to lock us in. It is fully random which one he chooses, and it, you know, means you have to respond on the fly. However, his attacks are always the same. Here we are, the Glitch. We'll be at the Join Destroy Glitch in 2 minutes. So just letting you know right now. All right, we get blue. So first attack he does, he shoots around 4 times and then tries to suck us into him, because if we get sucked into the glitch, we die. Good thing we did not, so we get a chance to install some antivirus. I'm sure it's like, I don't know, Norton, McAfee, something like that. We'll be fine. And we get swapped into the ink cartridge. So the ink cartridge is on this side, so we can just stay here. This is one of those sections where I just look and see, all right, where do I have to go? Where do I not have to go? I don't like how close that is. Usually I can stay in the corner, but I wasn't in the right spot. That's fine. We'll just recover the core DLL file. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. You know, the core is corrupted. We gotta take care of the core. Take care of your core. I'm not sure what that means. But with that, there's 2 more remaining. This attack, he shoots out some tentacles towards us. We don't want to get touched by those, because if we get touched by those, he pulls us into him. And again, I don't want to touch him. I don't want to touch him. So, no worries, we'll just quarantine these corrupted files and everything should be a-okay. And his final attack is a laser beam. Let's see if we can make it here in time. That's fine, yep. So, one of the things I want to do, the laser beam always goes around in a semicircle. So I want to make sure I'm on the other side, so that way I know the laser will never make it here. And that's pretty much the fight in a nutshell. So, which of the 2 has won? Join or destroy? Once we hit the join or destroy, that is also time, by the way. So, let me know.
That was my cue, right?
Yes, let me know. What is it? Gimme.
Yeah, so this is this is a little bit awkward right now because it is tied again, as it seems. Let me quickly check again.
Ooh.
Yep. We got some more donations in, and it's currently tied.
I mean, we have to disassociate ourselves from the world and try to see the bigger picture. We have to close immediately to prevent unwanted enlightenment issues. We need to know what we need to do. But yeah, once we hit one of these 2, it is time as well. So that is it's good to know. So we made it below estimates. So I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can wait. Maybe somebody in chat will donate a single. Whoever in chat donates the fastest a single euro to either join or destroy, that's gonna be the thing.
I gotta wait.
Currently, you're like 1.5 minutes underestimate.
Let me just hit a bit of here. Let me just a bit of here. Yeah, just yeah. I don't know. No, let me get a bit more on here. A bit more. All right, that's enough. Let me just top that off a bit more. All right, yeah, cool. How about 50, 51, 52? Gotta even it out. Come on, even it out. Here you go. Oh, 58. No, I can't do that. 57, 60. Come on. No, we can't do 60. 61.
I'm spamming the refresh button here, chat. Come on. Whoever is first, 1 single euro. You get to decide.
It's gotta happen.
Oh, there we go. I think we got there one. It says, just quickly double checking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is it?
It would be nice if 2 people donated €1 for either, right?
It's destroy!
Destroy the glitch. The glitch will be destroyed. All right. System is in critical condition. Do not restart. This is time, by the way. Let's hope everything went well. Hey, it's pretty good. That's pretty good. I say smiley face for system status is A-OK in my book. A-OK in my book. Thank you guys for donating for Join and Destroy a glitch and making it, that close at the end. Like, it was tied up. That's pretty dang cool. But yeah, no, this was Super Cable Boy. There's a ton more going on. Like I said, there's onigiris to collect. There's secret worlds to discover. There's more cartridges that I didn't even go in, right? You got speed hack, jailbreak going on. And the developer is working hard on, getting more content out there. I'm pretty sure he's still working on the Switch port as well. So if you want to play this game on Switch, just wait for a little bit. You'll be able to play that, no problem. And yeah, again, join the Discord if you're interested in running the game. We would love to help out. We would love to explain it all to you. And, if you want to see me some more, just check me out at twitch.tv/boneyc. And I'll be playing this. Kind of want to get into running all Onigiri, so that might be interesting. And yeah, anything else I feel like, really. So that's pretty much all from me. Hope you guys will enjoy the next run. Donkey Kong Country 2, yes? If I'm correct?
That is absolutely correct. But before we go, I want to read some of these donations because, they made it happen.
They made it happen, true.
Okay, first we start pretty big here. We got 40 euros from Kurthar, I believe. Saying, I heard some incentives needed to be met. Here you go. And this donation single-handedly also met both of the next incentives for Donkey Kong. So awesome. Very many thanks for that. We got 5 euros here from Fireman saying, great run, Boney. We got Jen the Bucked saying, destroy the glitch.
We did.
Got 1 euro from Anonymous saying, destroy. Woo! And we got another 1 euro from Anonymous as well, without a comment. So thanks a lot for your donations, guys. We appreciate it. That was a pretty epic finish. I gotta say so.
Definitely, yeah.
So yeah, Boney, thank you very much for this super entertaining run. I was really enjoying listening to you. And yeah, as mentioned, coming up next is going to be the Donkey Kongs. So we will be heading into a short intermission. And when we come back, it is time for the Donkey Kongs. But yeah, quick intermission, quick break, get up, get something to drink, stretch your legs, keep hydrated, and we'll see you in a bit. So enjoy intermission music.
See you guys later.